Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Shanice. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that way you stay notified whenever I upload new videos. Hello, I know it has been, I think, a couple months since I last posted a video. My only excuse is, getting adjusted to, my new job and everything. So I really haven't recorded, let alone posted another video for like a couple months. But I am back today. It is Friday, April 22nd. It's around 7 a.m. I am up early. I'm running to the gas station. I need to go get some gas. Basically set myself up today for success. I plan on, multi-apping and everything. I have changed my strategy on multi-apping though. I don't know if you guys remember, but usually like how I multi-app, like if I get an order on one app, I'll pause my, other requests on the other apps until after I finish dropping off the one order from that one app. So what I've changed or started doing now is like if I get an order on one app, I'll of course accept it, and then I'll leave the other app on until I get an offer that is, going around the same area that I'm already, going to drop off the other customers' food at. I feel more comfortable doing it now since, I'm more familiar with the areas. I'm trying to find more and more ways to, increase how much I'm making because, I'm still experiencing, low paying orders and everything. So I also don't plan on just doing like food delivery apps. I also try to, also turn on my delivery apps, my grocery delivery apps. So also I finally started or was able to, get on with Spark, which for anyone who is new, Spark is a grocery delivering app for Walmart. It's specifically for Walmart groceries. So I am finally a Spark driver. I think it took me, I want to say like 2 or 3 months between actually signing up and actually officially becoming a driver. It'll be quicker for those who's in an area where they need like drivers like instantly. Because I think for my boyfriend, it definitely didn't take him that long to become a driver. But for me, it took a couple months to actually like be a Spark driver, because I signed up, after my boyfriend told me about it, I signed up for it and everything. And then I honestly like forgot about it until my boyfriend asked me like, have you heard back from them? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about them. So then, I contacted them and everything, basically tried to, find out, the status of my application. Then they had told me that basically that at the moment my area isn't looking for drivers, but they of course will, contact me once there's a need for drivers in my area. Which after that email, I think it was like 2 days later, that's when I got the email saying that, oh, your application, is, blah, blah, blah. You're going through the process of becoming a driver or whatever. Setting up your account, all that jizz. So if I get an order or Walmart orders during this video, I will include it. I'm not going to say I will like, of course, do it. But right now, I'll get to you guys when I get my first order. All right, so I just got a order for $8.39 going 1.3 miles for a McDonald's, which I'm literally across the parking lot. I still have Doordash running in the background. This was the McDonald's order is with UberEats, so I still have McDonald's running in the background because, like I said, I'm multi-apping, and I also have Instacart turned on. So let's go pick up this order. So I know I could be late to this new update, but I noticed that DoorDash updated to where if you schedule yourself or plan or want to dash in a specific zone, but you're outside of that zone, you're able to dash along the way as long as that zone that you're wanting to dash in is red. Which that feature, I actually kind of like it, because most of the time I'm not always dashing in Louisville. That's the main area where I'll dash in, is Louisville. But sometimes I go to like Flower Mound and Carrollton, something like that. So that's a feature I actually kind of like, because there's sometimes where even if I'm outside of the zone, they'll send me an order. Sometimes they'll send me an order that's inside the zone, but the address, like the delivery or customer, is actually located outside of the zone. So that actually helps me, you know, multi-app also. And in a way, I'll kind of use that as my way of pausing my dash without actually having to pause my dash. Because of course, if I'm outside of the zones, the amount of orders that I am receiving slows down. So that'll give me time to, you know, either pick up or drop off other orders on other apps at the same time that I'm still online with DoorDash, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to, you know, bring up. All right, so I just picked up this order, so I am on my way to drop it off. So for the newer, you know, people who is new to the, you know, side gig community, and you're wondering if this can be a job that you can do full-time by itself, like no 9-to-5 type of job, you're your own boss. And I honestly can't say yes and no. No, only because of it depends on what type of area you're in. So if you're in an area like I am, it's kind of slow. So I personally wouldn't do this as my full-time or as my only job. But for others, it's very much more profitable for them. So that would be, yes, like they can do it full time. So I would say before you know, officially call it quits with your normal job, test it out first, see if it's something profitable for you. And of course you can, you know, figure out what strategies that you can do for yourself that will help make it profitable for you. So I wouldn't say, honestly, I wouldn't say all out that no, this isn't a job that you can't do by itself just because I'm not able to do it that way. It honestly, it just depends on you. I personally would prefer having a normal job outside of this. So yeah, my main advice would be to just first test it out before you make that decision, because you don't want to make that decision and then after you don't have your job anymore, you realize that it's not something that you can live comfortably with. All right, so I just dropped off that order. As I'm trying to, you know, mark it as delivered, I already took the photo and everything. The app froze, so I closed it, and come to find out, the app now wants to update. Like, are you serious? So now I'm just gonna go back to my hotspot area, or the area I sit in to wait for an order, while this finally decides to finish updating. Also, tell me down in the comments below if you guys are also, you know, delivery drivers. What do you do when you drop off the order? Like, do you ring the doorbell or knock? Do you do things like that, or do you just leave it at their door? For me personally, what I do, I always will ring the doorbell or I'll knock if their delivery instructions doesn't say do not ring the doorbell or do not knock. Only reason I do that, so that way they know that their food is there, is more so of a courtesy thing. So that's why I do it. But of course, again, if they say leave it at door, please do not ring doorbell or knock, then I of course would just leave it at their door. Even though I am a delivery driver, I'm also a customer. So there is certain things I'm looking for as a customer. Every time I, you know, order food, I always, you know, leave at least a $4 tip. However, I do expect you to at least follow my instructions. So I don't know if that makes me more critical, because I am a delivery driver, so I know what you're doing. Like, you get all this information from the customer, so there's really no excuse not to follow their instructions unless you're just not reading them. There has been several times where, I want to say, out of all the times that I have, had food delivered to me, there has only been 10% of that time where the delivery driver has actually listened to what I have wrote in the instructions. And usually when the driver does that, I'll actually tip them more, because I know you're actually, providing the service that the customer is requesting. If I specifically write in my instructions, please ring the doorbell or please knock, and it's all caps, so that way it's hard for you to miss it, but you still don't do it, yeah, that's not a good look. Because if a customer has something in their comments, it's there for a reason. So I don't know. I would understand, honestly, I would understand if you don't ring the doorbell or you don't knock, if the customer just has leave at the door, because you're not sure if they want you to knock or ring the doorbell. Honestly, I will give that a pass, but that's specifically why I add please ring the doorbell or please knock. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what my fellow delivery drivers do. Do you ring the doorbell or knock automatically, or do you just leave it at the door and that's it? Let me know down in the comments below. So I am going to head over to another area, that one of my hotspot areas. I just tried to accept a Instacart order that was $8.40, going 1.4 miles, I think, for only three items, 4 units. But somebody had already accepted it by the time I tried to accept it. So I'm gonna head over to another hotspot area of mine to get more offers. I keep trying to extend my Doordash schedule because it ends at 9:30. It is currently 8:09 right now. Keep trying to extend it, but it keeps, saying that there's, no available slots open right now. So most likely by the time 9:30 hits, I'm going to only be working UberEats and, of course, trying to get Instacart orders. I just got a Denny's order on UberEats for $6.84, going 1.9 miles. I've been receiving Doordash orders, but they've literally have all been like $5 or less. No, I'm not taking it. I usually try to avoid restaurants like Denny's and IHOP, just because I know they're going to be like busy. But since it was a Friday at like 8:30 in the morning, it is not busy at all. So I'm gonna go drop off this order. I just accepted a double order on Doordash. It was a $9 something order going 6 point something miles. So after I drop this off, I will be making my way over to Starwood Cafe to pick up those 2 orders. Alrighty, so I just picked up both of the orders. One of the orders have a drink, which makes it easy, and it makes it easy when the restaurant actually write on the drink who's it's for. But one of the tricks that I have for picking up double orders, whether it's from the same app or for 2 different apps, what I always do is whoever I have to go to first, I always place the food next to me in the passenger seat. So I always place the person that I'm going to deliver to first towards the front. So that way, once I get there, I'm not actually, trying to look at whose is whose. When I first, grab the food, I already know exactly whose is whose. So it's already in my mind on, whose food is whose. So as soon as I get the food, I always place whoever I'm delivering to first. in the front, and then when I get to their location, I'm just grabbing and dropping it off. That's it. I was also able to extend my dash to 10:30, so now I have 2 hours that I can continue on working with DoorDash. And as soon as I drop off this first order, I'll turn back on UberEats, because even though I try to multi-app, I don't try to, you know, overdo it and try to have more than 2 orders in my car. So if I already have two orders with one app, that's when I'll go in and actually pause the orders on the other app. So once I drop off one of these orders, I'll go back and unpause my I'll go back in and unpause UberEats. Alright, so that first order is dropped off. I'm pretty sure you saw in that video that there's a whole tire blocking the little walkway from the street. So I'm like, okay, but whatever. Alright, so I am on my way to go pick up a Burger King order. I think it was $6.34, going 3.4 miles. I had also did a $6 order from McDonald's on DoorDash, I want to say like 30 minutes ago, but I didn't record anything for that one because I was on the phone with my mom and my sister. So alright, so I am back. I just got 2 orders. I got an order on Alfredo's for $13.15, going 5.2 miles on UberEats. And for DoorDash, I got an order for $1 for $7.75. I think going 4.9 miles. So in total, I'll make $20. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up this Alfredo's order and then go across this parking lot, because they're in the same parking lot, and pick up $1. Hey guys, so I am back with an update. So come to find out, remember when I said I had 1 DoorDash order and 1 Uber Eats order? Well, it turns out that 1 Uber Eats order was actually 2 orders. So it was 1 order for Alfredo's and 1 for Wendy's. I was contemplating on, you know, dropping one of either Uber or DoorDash. It was more so dropping the DoorDash order, but I'm like, I really want to, you know, make this this $20. So I went ahead, picked up both the Uber Eats and the DoorDash order. I just dropped off the DoorDash order. It was kind of, you know, I don't want to say hard, but it was more, you know, I felt more rushed on doing it because the DoorDash order was going to Capel and the 2 Uber Eats orders is in Louisville. But I'm like, well, at first I was going to drop off the Uber Eats orders first because they was already right there in Louisville. But I'm like, no, one, because DoorDash is, I'm more likely on DoorDash giving me like a contract violation with, you know, arriving late to them. So, and 2, because going back to the Uber Eats orders, I'm going back to Louisville, which is what I want to do anyway. So I just went to drop off the DoorDash order. So now I'm on my way to drop off the Alfredo's order on Uber Eats. Alright, so now I'm on my way to go pick up a Wingstop order from DoorDash. It is $6.25, and I think it's 3.2 miles or 3.9 miles. Alright, I just got that order. Usually Wingstop takes like a while. Even if it doesn't look crowded in there, it still takes a while. But it took a decent amount of time to get this order this time. So I'm not mad at it. Also, I was actually planning on doing some Spark deliveries for anyone who is new to it and actually wanted to see how it was done. But the issue is, all the orders that I was getting was orders that was paying like $30-something, which sounds nice, but it was going 30-something miles. So yeah, no. So one day when, you know, I start seeing good orders that's worth the the surprise the surprise orders. I stopped trying to figure out, you know, which orders was the hidden tip type of orders. It felt like too much brain work for me. So I'm just gonna call it a night. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.